Hi, we are now going to look at setting up a staging area in WordPress. So a staging area is almost like a test area or a sandbox where you can make any design changes or code changes or layout changes, theme changes, and all of those sorts of things to your site without affecting your live installation or your live site. And typically, this can be used also for plugin updates. So if you have a major plugin update coming up and you want to avoid the risk of that update crashing your live site, then you can just quickly go set up a staging area, update your plugin, test it, and then once you're happy, you can just go and update your live plugin. So the way we're going to do this is we're going to go into our control panel or our C panel, and then we're just going to do it there. It's a very quick process. So I'm going to go through my Thames Cloud Services home page, go to my account, log in. So info@gmail.com, and then I'm pasting my password. Right, so let's go to our C panel from the client area, and what we're looking for in software. So we go down to the software section, and we're looking for Softaculous. Now, Softaculous is the same installer that we used to, the one-click installer that we use to install WordPress. So we just manage our WordPress instance with that. So I click on it, and I can see here that at the top, installations 1, and of course that one installation is the WordPress site that I already have. So I click on installations over here, and there you can see it. That's my live site. So that's the WordPress site that we've installed. Now, the way to set up a staging area is that they've made it so easy. Is literally just a click and a couple of configurations. So you'll see over here, you've got a few icons, and the one you want is this one, which looks like almost like a little networking diagram. And you can go and click on it. And there you go. So it's asking you just a couple of questions, and then you can create your staging. So let's go through this quickly. It's asking you to choose a protocol. Now, what you want to do is you want to choose the same protocol as you have with your live site. So you can see it up here is your live site. So I'm going to choose HTTPS www. And then of course this is your domain. And now we have to put in the directory within which we're going to set up staging. So what I normally do is I just type in dev for development. And so the staging area is going to be installed in the dev directory. You don't want to leave that blank, because then it's just going to go onto your live site. So database, you need a database for your staging instance as well. And again, here what I do is WordPress or Softaculous already creates a name here, or it suggests a name, but I'm going to call it WP for WordPress dev, just to sort of keep it consistent there. Not that it matters, because I'm going to delete it straight after use, and I do recommend deleting your staging area straight after you've made any changes or you've done what you needed to do. It just takes up extra space, and also it's just opens up more security risk. So once I've done that, I just go down here. Now, if you're going to have your staging area for a longer period of time, you don't want search engines to index your development site or your staged site. So what you can do is you can tick that box over there, and it is disable search engine visibility. Okay, so the site name, I'm just going to say, okay, that's Doggo Info Dev. Right, so create staging. That's all there is to it. Create staging, and it's going to run. Now, this process doesn't take 3 to 4 minutes. It takes nearly no time at all. And there you go. So you can now see that your site is live under, or your staged instance is live under your dev directory. And to access the WordPress admin area, you just go and type in wp-admin behind or after your dev directory. So this all works the same. So if I were to click on my dev instance, you'll see here it opens up my site. It's exactly the same, but it's just in the dev folder. And just to sort of prove that, if I were to change the spelling here, you'll see that it's now not gonna find it. So if I go back, I change it to dev, and there you go. And if I go and remove that directory, then this is the live site. So you have to be very careful where you make the changes. Just remember that you've done it in your dev directory, and then if you want to access your WordPress admin area, you go dev/dev wp-admin, and now you can log in to your WordPress site and go make the changes, update your plugins, test it. If it works, it's fine, and just go and replicate that on your live site. Speaking of which, once I've got this set up, you'll see that in Softaculous, you've got two entries now. You've got your live site entry, and you've got your staged site entry. And there are a couple of ways to do this to affect changes. So for instance, say you just created a staging area just to test plugin updates because you sort of afraid that it's going to crash your site or bring your site down if you update a plugin, especially these bigger plugins like the let's say these bigger site builder plugins like Elementor. I mean, that is known to crash sites with updates. And so just quickly, you saw how quick it is. Just go quickly, set up a staging area, update your plugin within the staging area. If it works, fine. Just jump onto your live site and update it. And then you just delete your staged area. Now, the other thing, so that's an instance of testing something quickly in the staging area and then go and replicate it in your live environment. Now, if you make more elaborate changes, such as theme changes, theme design changes, or something like that, and you know, it's going to be too much of an effort to go and replicate that in your live environment, what you can do is you can just push those changes that you've made to your live site, and it's very easy to do that. All you have to do is, once you're happy with the changes you've made in your staging area, you just go over here. You see there's an extra icon and it's called push to live. You click that and there you go. So it says push to live, and once you hit that button, it pushes your changes to live, and it also warns you here about, you know, it'll replace all the files and things like that, but that's exactly what you want if you wanted design changes or theme changes. So that's just that, push to live in there, and there you go. Okay, and then once all of that is done, what I do strongly recommend again is just go in here and hit the remove button. And that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to say, yeah, okay, I'm done with all my changes. I've tested what I needed to test. Click remove. And now it's just asking you to confirm that you want to remove the directory you've created, i.e. the dev directory and all its files and the database user. And yep, I want all of those removed. So you just make sure that these boxes are ticked. I'm happy with that. Remove installation. Yep. And it's going through the process. Return to overview. And now if I scroll down, you can see I'm back to my single instance. And, you know, just the last word of warning, just make absolutely sure that you access the correct instance of the site. And also that you delete, when you delete your staging area, make sure that you just double check that you are hitting the delete on your staging area and not your live site, because that would be a little bit bad if you start deleting your live site. Okay, and that is really all there is to it. That is WordPress staging. Any questions, let me know and I'll be happy to answer. Thanks.